Zarah was just 19 years old. A beautiful, fair-skinned girl with kind brown eyes and soft features. She had no parents, only her uncle, Chief Dogo, who saw her more as a transaction than family. One hot morning, while Zarah was fetching water at the stream, Chief Dogo called her back to the compound. "Zarah, your bride price has been paid. You'll marry Ajadi in 3 days." Zarah dropped her pot, confused and scared. "Who is Ajadi? I don't even know him." "He's a farmer," her uncle replied. "He brought 3 goats and yam. That's more than any man has offered for you." Zarah's world crumbled. A poor man. That was her fate. Rumors spread fast. They said Ajadi lived in a mud house, wore dusty clothes, and barely spoke. Women at the market whispered and laughed. On the wedding day, there was no music. No dancing. Zarah wore an old wrapper and walked with her head down. The villagers whispered behind their fingers. Ajadi arrived with 2 friends and no fanfare. He wore a faded brown wrapper, worn sandals, and kept his eyes low. He said only one thing. "I came for my wife. I will treat her well." Zarah didn't smile. She didn't speak. She only cried. In the days that followed, their small home felt like a prison. She refused to eat. She barely looked at him. "This is not a marriage," she said one night. "This is suffering." But Ajadi never raised his voice. He swept the compound, fixed the leaking roof, and each night, he sat alone, drawing strange diagrams and reading from big, foreign books. Zarah began to wonder. Who was this man? One night, curiosity got the better of her. She followed him silently as he left the house and headed into the bush. There, hidden among the trees, she saw him meet a tall man in a black suit. "Sir," the man said, "the company board is panicking. Lagos investors are threatening to pull out." "I told you not to contact me again," Ajadi replied calmly. "I needed peace." Zarah's breath caught. The man she married was not poor. That night, Ajadi opened a hidden wooden box. Inside were gold bars, foreign passports, tech company documents, and photos of him speaking at a conference in Dubai. "They tried to poison me," he said. "My business partners. My own brother. I left everything and came here to hide. Then I found you." Zarah could barely speak. The man she thought was a beggar was a billionaire in hiding. 3 weeks later, a black jeep arrived at the village gate. Children ran toward it, screaming with excitement. From the car stepped Zarah, now dressed in a rich emerald wrapper, golden bangles glowing on her arms. She looked like a queen. Ajadi stepped out behind her in a flowing white agbada embroidered with gold. Clean, confident, and silent. The village froze. They walked straight to Chief Dogo's compound. Ajadi dropped a leather bag at his feet. "This is 3 times the bride price you took. I didn't come to buy your niece. I came to honor her." That evening, the entire village gathered in the square. Ajadi stood in front of a screen powered by a silent generator. He pressed a button. The screen lit up with images of tech labs, hospitals he had built, universities he funded, and awards he received around the world. Gasps echoed through the crowd. The women who once mocked Zarah dropped their heads in shame. The men who once called Ajadi Bushman whispered in disbelief. Ajadi stood tall. "I will build a road, a school, a clinic. Not because you deserve it, but because Zarah asked me to." But in the shadows, someone watched with burning hatred. Kola, Zarah's cousin. He once believed he would inherit Chief Dogo's land. Now, he had nothing. That night, Kola rode into the dark forest. He stood before the ancient tree of Itoko, where the priest Egbunu waited. "You seek power," the priest hissed. "It comes at a price." "I'll pay it," Kola growled. "Even with my own blood." 3 nights later, fire erupted at the edge of Ajadi's compound. Screams filled the air. A masked figure leapt out with a machete. Ajadi moved fast, pulling Zarah behind him, and disarming the attacker with one blow. He tore off the mask. It was Kola. The next morning, the village square was full. Kola stood tied to a post, ashamed. Ajadi faced the villagers. This man tried to kill me. But I will not retaliate. I will leave Ojio for good. He handed the village elders a scroll. This is the land title. The school, the clinic, the road, they belong to the people now. No one can sell it. Not even a chief. Zarah and Ajadi entered their black SUV. As they drove away, children ran after the car, waving palm leaves. Do you think they'll change? Zarah asked softly. Maybe, Ajadi said. Or maybe the next girl won't need saving. 5 years later, a school stands at the heart of Ojio. On the wall is a golden sign. Zarah Ajadi Foundation, for every girl with a dream. And in the city of Lagos, a tall glass tower carries the name Ajadi Tech. At the top floor balcony, Ajadi holds Zarah in his arms as the wind blows through her scarf. This time, not the wind of sorrow, but of peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story if it touched your heart. Follow us for more powerful African folk tales. Thank you for watching.